What's up, guys? Back at it again, Chef Bob's Kitchen. Not on the road this time, actually back in the household. And this is a very simple and easy recipe that doesn't need a lot of ingredients, and is something that will really hit the sweet tooth as far as when it comes to peanut butter marshmallow Whey, Cellucor. Very simple, very easy. Let's get right to it. Right here, I have a muffin pan, and I took 6 muffin trays or liners right here and layered a muffin pan with it. Today we're going to be making peanut butter cups. Homemade, very simple, very easy. And so we're going to leave that just like that. Very simple. In the bowl here, I have a scoop and a half of the peanut butter marshmallow Whey. That's all it is. Scoop and a half of the peanut butter marshmallow Whey. It's about 45 grams if you weigh it out on a scale. What else are we going to use today? I used 100 grams of non-fat plain yogurt and 100 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt, and I mixed them together to make our yogurt base. And honestly, that's all we need. So we just take our yogurt and our Whey, and we combine it together in our bowl. It's very, very simple. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to mix this to make protein pudding, like I have done in probably half my videos, because that is one of my favorite ways to use the Cellucor Whey. Mix it up with fruit, use it in baking recipes and whatnot. So that's what we're going to do. So we just mix this together, as you're about to see. And it's very simple. We slowly layer this into our muffin liners. So what we're going to do is we're going to use about half of this mixture, and we're going to save the other half for the top layer. So what we do is we put the first half in on the bottom and make a little base. Then what we do is we take peanut butter, which I have here, and in here I have 2 tablespoons portioned off. So we get our initial base with about half of this recipe, freeze it for 30 minutes, pull it out, put the peanut butter in the center, freeze it again for 30 minutes, and then we use the final layer of the peanut butter marshmallow protein pudding. And since you all know who have used the Cellucor Whey protein, it's a pretty thin protein powder, so it's easier to get off, and it's going to make it easier to put in our liners here. So what I am actually going to do is just use maybe a tablespoon of this or so in the liners. So boom, lay it in there. You don't need to use cooking spray or anything, because when it's all said and done and they're all frozen, all you have to do is take off the liners, which I'll show you in the video as we progress with the peanut butter cups. So I got a little layer there, but I'm actually going to add a little bit more just so we get some extra thickness in there, because there still is a lot. And when you use 200 grams of yogurt, it is going to give it a lot more volume, so your peanut butter cups are going to be a lot thicker, and I think that will look great for presentation. So we still have about half left. We have our peanut butter, so we're going to take our base layer here, which you can see, and we're going to pop it in the freezer for 30 minutes. Welcome back. Now this is a half an hour after the freezer. What I did is I actually peeled down one of these, and you can see we already have the formed bottom layer of our peanut butter cup right there. So I'm going to fold that back up and put it back in the tin foil pan. Now we're just going to add the peanut butter. Since I had it let it sit out for about a half an hour, it's a little runny. So all you got to do is just take a little bit, put it on there. Because we only use 2 tablespoons, there's not going to be much on there. And you have to remember the whole recipe is slightly below 600 calories, so you're getting under 100 calories per cup. It comes out to actually 25 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of protein for the entire recipe. Now, if you wanted to use, say, PB2 and make that as your peanut butter filling, by all means you could. But, I mean, this is a great low-carb recipe that you can always utilize. And there's many, many different ways on which you can modify it, as in adding PB2 with the peanut butter marshmallow, or anything else regarding the mix-ins, or what you want. You can put jelly in here, you can put whipped cream, whatever. But now that we have our peanut butter in there, I'm just slowly going to spread it out, so that way when we bite into it, you get that nice little peanut butter filling. So I'm just going to spread the peanut butter out as is, toss this back in for another 30 minutes, and then we are going to put the finer layer of the peanut butter cup on there. And guys, we will let that sit for another half an hour, and I will show you the final product of the Cellucor peanut butter marshmallow peanut butter cup. Now guys, the final step, we have our base, our peanut butter, and now we're just going to add the rest of the protein pudding we did make in here, and that's pretty much all we're going to do. So I'm just going to take the rest of the bowl, fill up the rest of the cups with the protein pudding, put it back in the freezer for the last 30 minutes, and guys, that's all there is to it. So I'm going to fill these up, put them in the freezer, and I'll show you the final product. And after the final 30 minutes, our frozen peanut butter cups are done, as you can see. I'm going to take the one we've been playing with and just pull it out. And as you can see, as I pull this down, you can see the peanut butter in the middle there, covered by the rest of the cup. It kind of dispersed on us, but you can see it's a pretty thick cup there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's everything to it. It's a very simple recipe, 3 ingredients, 25 grams of fat, 25 grams of carbs, 55 grams of protein for all 6 cups. So very macro-friendly, very low carb. All the directions, ingredients, and macronutrient information is in the bottom comment box. Please like and share the video. B. Kupneski YouTube. Also follow me on B. Kupneski on Instagram as well for all the pictures, the Cellucor recipe videos. Any other questions, concerns, guys, leave a comment. If you want me to make a recipe or modify something, give me a shout. Love to hear from you. Thanks, guys.